So hello everyone, my name is Amin, Group C, and first of all let me thank the teacher for giving us this opportunity to present our subject. So as you can see on the first slide, our subject today is stock market trends analysis. The first thing that comes in mind when seeing this topic is what is exactly a market trend. Market trend is anything that alters the market where your company operates. This could be something as far-reaching like artificial intelligence technology. And there is three types of market trends. First, short-term market trends like Black Friday. Intermediate market trends like elections. And the final one is long-term market trends like artificial intelligence technology. As you can see also on the first slide, that we will talk about market trends in relation with finance. Because we are a management student and there is some students who are interested about finance. In general, market trends in finance is a perceived tendency of financial markets to move in a particular direction over time. And these trends are classified as secular, primary, and secondary. And traders attempt to identify market trends using technical analysis. Our presentation is structured as follows. First, what is a trend analysis? Then, bull and bear markets, validity of a trend, then stock market indexes, and the final one is analyzing stocks.
In my turn, I am gonna be presenting what trend analysis means. So, trend analysis enables investors to identify the intrinsic worth of a security even before investing in it. All stock market tips are formulated after true research by experts. Stock analysis try to find out activity of an instrument, sector, market in future. By using stock analysis, investors and traders arrive at equity buying and selling decisions. Studying current data helps investors and traders to gain an edge in the market to make informed decisions.
A bull market is a market that is on the rise and where the conditions of economy are generally favorable. A bear market exists in an economy that is receding and where most stocks are declining in value. Because the financial markets are greatly influenced by investor attitude, this term also denotes how investors feel about the market and the ensuing economic trend. A bull market is typified by a sustained increase in price, in this case of equity market. A bull market denotes how rise in the price of company shares. In such time, investors often have faith that this uptrend will continue over the long term. In this scenario, the country economy is typically strong and employment levels are high. By contrast, a bear market is one that is in decline. A market is usually not considered a true bear market unless it has fallen 20% or more from recent high. In a bear market, shares are continuously dropping. This results in a downward trend that investors believe will continue. This belief in turn perpetuates the downward spiral. During a bear market, economy slows down and employment rises, a company begin laying off workers.
While there is no time frame for a movement to be considered a trend, the series of price movements need to be legitimate for it to be a substantial one and not just an anomaly, and investors should be able to identify it. So here's a list of 5 rules that can be used for an accurate stock market trend analysis. The first one is the 3 data points. The trends can be considered valid only if there is 3 or more points of contact. Direction. Trends move up, down, and sideways. So if we study prices over a long period of time, we will be able to see all types of trends on the same chart. The slope. The slope of a trend indicates how much the price should move each day. So if the lines are too steep, it indicates a certain trend. However, if the line is too flat, it calls into question both the validity of a trend and its predictive powers. The fourth rule is the timing. Generally, when we talk about timing, monthly prices carry greater importance than weekly prices, which supersede daily prices. Duration. The longer a trend remains in force, the greater the weight it carries.
Finance, a stock index or stock market index is an index that measures stock market or a subset of stock market that helps investors compare current price levels with past prices to calculate market performance. It's computed from prices of selected stocks. Each stock market index uses its own proprietary formula when determining which companies to include. Once an index manager has determined which companies to include, they then need to determine how those companies are represented in the index. A factor called index weighting. Depending on weighting, all companies included in an index can have an equal impact on index performance, or a different impact based on market capitalization or share value. The three most common index weighting models are market cap weighted. With this structure, companies with higher market cap have bigger impact on index's performance. Equal weighted. Each company's performance affects the index the same amount, whether they're incredibly large companies or incredibly small. Price weighted. Companies with larger share prices have more clout in these indexes, regardless of how big or small the companies actually are. Then there are thousands of indexes in the investing universe, but the most common indexes everyone will probably encounter are the S&P 500 index, and that's one of the most well-known indexes. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's one of the few price-weighted indexes, and the Nasdaq 100, that uses market cap weighting.
And now we're gonna move for analyzing stock. Stock market analysts and investors may look at a variety of factors to indicate a stock's probable future direction, up or down on price. Here is a rundown on some of the most commonly viewed variables in stock analysis. So the first one is stock market capitalization, or market cap, which indicate the total value of all the outstanding shares of the stock. A higher market cap indicates that the company is well established and financially sound. Publicly traded companies are required by stock exchange regulatory bodies to regularly provide their earning reports, and these reports are carefully watched by stock analysts as a good indicator of how well a business company is doing. Among the key factors analyzed from these earning reports are the company's earnings per share, which is the profit of the company as divided among all of its outstanding shares of the stock. Analysts and investors also examine.
After all the specific signals and confirmation, just to conclude, we can say that the trend analysis to help to understand how the businesses has performed and predict where current businesses, operations and practices will take you in the market. And if it's done well, it will give you ideas about how you might change things to move your business in the right direction. So at this part, I want to give thanks to our teacher because he gave us an opportunity to work on such a various topic which we've learned too much. Thanks again.